Ok, ok luôn, âm thanh test hết đồ uống của thế nào. Thì tôi sẽ đi câu chuyện bên này, tôi đi 2 giờ sáng nên vì như là cái dùng con này liên quan như vậy bị bất động.
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
À khoan, tôi chỉ có một thôi, chỉ phải chơi như một. Chứ không được mua được. Con character nó chết. Ok, cho tí tôi làm này xong rồi tôi đi đặt đồ rồi tôi về ngay. Nói chung là đây là 10 phút rồi đó, chúng ta sẽ đi Ok, hello chào mọi người nhá. Rồi, bây giờ mọi người ờ, từng nhân vật đi theo tôi sẽ là tôi chụp từng vùng đất thì tôi sẽ sử dụng element của từng vùng đất đó này. Rồi thế là lên rồi.
I sure hope Sister Barbara. Sister. You? Not to mention. Alright, you could start.
Xa thế. Bây giờ tôi sẽ dùng đánh thường, tôi không dùng cái này đó đâu. Chuẩn thực tệ.
Oh, ice, but the strength.
Miss Barbara? She's not here either.
Oh, I. Because. All right then. Shh. Keep your voice down. We mustn't let that person find us here. Oh, this should be a...
Wow, rất là đi sâu.
Well,
Kiểu
in Mondstadt, I'm happy to see such turn. I know that all they want is to get my autograph, and I'm very thankful for all my fans, but I always do my best to fulfill their requests, but sometimes I feel that I just don't have the strength. Even when I'm in the church, people will still come hoping to greet me. I'm constantly in a state of tension no matter where I go. The reason I came here was not only to find wolf hooks for making Tunner's cough medicine. Do you understand that feeling? To sit
okay.
peace. It's been far too long since I've had that feeling. Before I knew. Oh yes, there are plenty of the normal variety. But I'm looking for red wolf hooks. No matter how hard I guess that's all we can do for now. What? Huh? I'm sorry. I think we should...
Mình không thích cái nó không thích lớp của tôi. Mẹ từ cái góc đấy đi ra bên đây mẹ biết nó dài không phải con lợn. Chỉ là cái hồ đồ. Mà nó phải đéo thì được. Mà tôi đi uống thuốc, sao tôi đi uống thuốc nữa. Tôi đừng có ăn rồi.
I sure hope Sister Barbara. Sister. You?
Rồi
Not
các
even.
bạn biết được cái
All
này.
right, you could start.
Tôi có thể nói nhưng mà tôi không đã ăn nhiều mức như thế được. Đó là vấn đề. Cái vấn đề mà tôi muốn nói ở đây nó là ăn ngược này về yếu, về mọi mặt luôn. Nếu mà không biết là yếu cực kỳ yếu luôn. Vì sao? Vì các bạn bạn về các bạn nó quá yếu nên là tôi không demo bất cứ một đội hình nào. Thế nên là sau khi cái này thì tôi sẽ nghĩ là tôi sẽ nâng con nhân vật chính của người về cái góc độ khác, góc độ của con Sucrose để mà nó trở thành một con chính đánh cho đội hình ra ngoài. Thì chỉ vậy thôi, phải đi cùng tem nữa chứ không phải là không đi cùng tem. Thì đây sẽ là những con tem của những con đầu, con character đầu đi phát trong đó có Barbara tất nhiên rồi, có Barbara thôi, bởi vì Barbara cũng là con khác thì tôi sẽ đặt từ đầu cho đến cuối, chứ không phải là đẹp cả nhé. Ok rồi.
Oh, I but the strict.
Miss Barbara? She's not here either.
Oh. Because. All right then.
Mình,
Oh,
nếu mình giúp nó
well, in Mondstadt, I'm happy. I know that, and I always do. But even when I'm the reason do you understand? It's been far. Oh, yeah. I guess that's. Well, I guess. And besides, oh, I can't. I guess. Aside, I suppose that's another reason why I decided to join. Though. Of course. All right. I can't seem to. Oh, your help would be strange.
let's go together, sao mày đứng như vậy? Let's go together, con này nó là quá cứ đứng im.
Oh, these must be the red wolfhook berries that Barbara is looking for. Let's gather some and bring them back to her.
Cái vấn đề là tao bị lùi thôi. Hồi xưa tôi giỏi lắm, tôi nhìn thấy cái ra liền. Bây giờ mắc mùi. Nếu là cái gì.
Let me have a, but it's still. I wonder if someone had a. Well.
Ừ. À, tôi biết ngay mà. Đây là phải đùa một tí đi, đùa một tí đi. Chơi đùa đấy. Làm sao mà biết được. Không biết được. Con này nó tăng cái thông số phụ của nó lên bằng cái gì? Thông số gì? Tùy thuộc vào thuộc.
I sure hope Sister
Mày-
Barbara. You? Not to mention. All right, you could start.
Thôi thì cho tôi dùng hai nhân vật kia trong một hình thức di chuyển. Tôi đéo chịu được với cảnh tượng. Các bạn cứ tưởng thế, đi từ đâu đi. Như một hình thức di chuyển nhé, không phải là bất kỳ. Ok chưa? Chỉ cần hai con này thôi là nó chưa có bút về anh em nó bây giờ nhé. Nó bút này cái hệ này nó năng cái chiếu để phong cũng vậy, phong thì nó bút lên cũng vậy. Lên. Tôi không muốn đánh nó đâu, chỉ là tự nhiên tôi đụng không ngờ thôi.
Can't catch me.
Tôi vẫn có thể speedrun các bạn, tôi có thể speedrun rất là dễ.
Oh, I but the string.
Miss Barbara, she's not here either.
Oh, I'm sorry, but because. Oh, please just. The voice seemed to be coming from over there. Let's go take a closer look. Oh, Paimon remembers him.
Barbara-sama, are you, who? I was rich when I sought Barbara-sama for healing recently. She mentioned to me that the church was running low on certain. I seem to remember the ingredients she mentioned. I figured she was most likely somewhere out here picking wolf hooks. So, besides, as leader of the Barbara fan club, how could I ever let Barb? So I decided to come to Wolvendom look. That's right, and I'll take them back to the church shortly. Huh? But, judging from your expression, you've never heard of the Barbara fan. Anyways, the bar. I don't really. Yes, I'm well aware. That's exactly why, as leader of the Barbara fan club, since Barbara-sama came here to pick the. I heard it from Sister Victoria herself. In fact, I could have sworn I heard Barbara-sama's voice when I came here. By the way, you didn't happen to see any sign of Barbara-sama when you arrived, did you? Perhaps. Well, of course you didn't hear anything. You were focused on defeating monsters the whole. Well, whatever. I don't have time to keep talking like this. I should keep searching for Barbara-sama, and you should go back to whatever it is you. Barbara-sama! Where are you?
What is he doing here? He's bound to find Barbara here sooner or later if this keeps up. Unless we could start yelling too. That way, Barbara will hear us coming, and we'll still have a chance to escape. Hey, what are you so embarrassed about? Just follow Paimon's lead. Barbara! Oh, Barbara! It's us! Barbara? Where are you, Barbara?
Đúng là này từ
You're yelling even louder than me.
That's just because we like Barbara too, right?
Oh. that case, let's do our best together.
Barbara! It's us! Are you there?
Barbara-sama, where are you?
Tôi chỉ cần đến đây là nó sẽ không bao giờ đi tới. Nếu bắt là này. Thấy chưa?
Oh, it seems
Oh, no. Oh. It's no wonder you've become the honorary knight. You certainly give it your... Oh.
Út ở nhà mà đi ngủ đi không? Xem đinh nào. Cái đinh này là bị phát hiện. Không, cái đinh bị phát hiện thì bạn Messi collect được tôi nghĩ là thử complete là ok. Cho là nó nhiều đấy. Nó đi từ tên số này. Rồi bé Thomas cái đít của tôi nó bắt đầu đóng băng các bạn. Tôi chủ động tôi bị vô
Haven't seen Toma in a while.
Probably something of the utmost importance, as ever. Taking guests out for lavish meals, cleaning up around the...
We have people like that to thank for the decline of the samurai spirit in this day and age. If you're just gonna schmooze your way through every problem in life, you might as well put... Also, I heard he's Mondstadt.
Oh, well, no wonder. What do you think Miss Kamisato even sees in that guy?
Sorry, haven't slept too well the last couple of days on account of all this rain. Wait, what are you all doing here? Has some...
We were just having a little chat on our break. It's time we're busy people, Toma. You do well to grow a sense of urgency.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. I'll think about that when my vacation's over. Sorry I'm a little late. Something came up. Yep. No big deal, though. People like to criticize those who don't fit in. It's the same everywhere. If a little private gossiping helps them let off some steam, well, good for them. It does no harm to the Kamisato clan, wouldn't you agree? Oh? I'm touched that that's how you see the situation. I don't think we need to go down that route, though. In any case, as a housekeeper, it's hardly my place to get all high, but you're my guest and I live to serve. So if you have any other thought, I'm willing to give anything you suggest a shot, as long as it's a serious... I'll be waiting for you right here. Just come and find me if you...
Yeah, sure. Cái số là nặng. blah blah. Asia so commission member. Yeah, so commission member. That. Nó nằm đâu trên mái nhà?
So,
I cannot see it, man.
You're asking me what? He's busy enough, and when I do, I think you should care.
Phải rồi. Mà cái lợn béo này, mày làm commission thì mày cho tao mẹ commission mày đổ vào đi. Mày mà
Greetings. Welcome to the Yashiro Commission.
ôi
He does a one. Huh.
cái gì?
Greetings. Welcome to the Yashiro. People have been talking about him behind his back? Surely not. He does a wonderful job and always Huh. I can't figure it out. Try.
Vô bộ.
Oh, this is going to be a Oh, you're basically, something downright awful's happened. In preparation for the festival next month, we procured some but as luck would have it, our ship got hit by strong winds out at sea. The entire shipment is now sitting at the bottom of the ocean. Well, certainly there's no time to go all the way back out there and buy another batch. But he's a shrewd one. He caught on to the fact that we needed the goods urgently and raised prices sky. Clearly, he wants to take us for every mora we're worth. It's a real dilemma. We've tried, but he just won't budge. He doesn't have. He once sold us some ceremonial implements of exceptionally poor quality. We returned. He's resented us ever since. Now that he actually has the chance to get back at us, there's no. The Yashiro Commission doesn't have any direct authority over merchants. We could file a formal complaint, but the process is long and drawn out. And the festival is drawing near. Kazumasa and Furusawa have marched off to see him. I really.
Good double.
oh, that whole situation. I heard a thing or two about it. I was planning on finding some time to sort. It's hard since this is peak. Still, the original plan here was to focus on your enjoyment, not rope you into the trials. So that's your goal here. Well, if that is what you really want, I'd better.
Chứ thật là 100%. Có thể 100% điều thật là rồi quá rồi.
Your asking price just isn't realistic.
If the festival gets delayed, don't say we didn't warn you.
Help! I'm being attacked by Yashiro.
What? Hey, cut that out.
You little. Take it easy, would you? Look, we're not going to harm you, all right?
The Yashiro Commission is forcing me to sell against my will. Doshin! I need a Doshin!
Looks like there's no negotiation to be had here. Come on, let's get out of here.
Wait up.
Is that all they got? Amateurs. The nerve. Hello.
Hello again.
Wait, I know you. Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commission's errand boy, Toma. Do you know how long the Tenryo Commission locked me up for? And all thanks to you, going on about my goods being cheap fakes.
You almost make it sound like I planted something and framed you. Those goods were defective. You know that, right?
Ugh, you're so pedantic. Think how many festivals there. I was happily providing you with some much-needed supplies. Not only were you ungrateful, you had the audacity to report. Well, now the tables have finally turned, and you're begging for my help. Can you really blame me for charging a little extra? Look, I found out what happened. The commission's shipment ran into a storm and is now the festival's right around the corner, so postponing it isn't an option. Right now, I'm the only one selling what you need. If the festival goes pear-shaped and Guji-ai or the almighty Shogun hears about it, they are not going to be happy. And then you'll have a real problem on your hands.
Chỉ cần nói là
Want to consider your position here.
chỉ cần nói là gì thằng lò này nó biết thì nó đổi nó lên. Kiểu nó theo một cái luật nó rất là luật, nhưng mà cố tình đi skip hoặc là có dính dáng đến cái chuyện.
Oh, come on, boss. This is all a little heartless. Besides, aside from the Yashiro Commission, no one else buys ceremonial items. Surely resolving this dispute swiftly is in your interest, too.
Don't give me that. The fact is, you're desperate to buy, and I ain't desperate to sell. The batch I have here can go to waste for all I care. It'd be no great loss.
Looks like we can't come to an agreement, then.
Well, I'm glad it's dawning on you. You can either pay up or look like a bunch of idiots when the festival comes around. Your choice. Time's precious, and I've given you a fair slice of mine today. When you're ready to pay, I'll be ready to talk.
Yeah, I think it's pretty clear that he doesn't intend to discuss this any further. I guess his time in the police station didn't make for happy memories. No need. I can't say I think much of the way Yusaku was acting. We were the ones who lost the goods, so the responsibility is on us to find a solution. Otherwise, even if we write this out, the Yashiro Commission's reputation will take it. Let's go. There are a few people I want to introduce you to.
If it isn't Tome, I must say I'm surprised to see you. Who's the new face?
A friend.
A friend? What?
They're not a connection, if that's what you're thinking. Just no vested interest here. I originally wanted to take her out for some downtime.
So, what's the situation today, then?
Well, I remember the last time we spoke, you were grumbling about a lack of iron ore. Have you made any progress on that front?
Why? You got any supplier recommendations? You're a little out of the loop, my friend. We increased our bid price a while back. Soon after, we found plenty of sellers were pulling out all the stops to import stock from wherever they could get. I heard some people were so eager to get in on the action that they even took out loans to get ahead of the competition. If you were hoping to enter the bidding now, I'm afraid you're a little late to the party.
Sounds like now you have the opposite problem. More iron ore than you know what to do with.
That's right. We're going to have to select a few sellers from the pool. There are certain candidates under consideration already, but we're still on...
I see. Well, would you mind if I gave you a couple of tips? As it happens, I'd noticed that shipments of iron ore had recently picked up. I looked into it a little and managed to get a sense of which sellers had the quality stock, which offered competitive prices and...
You don't say. All right, then. Here's the list of sellers. Give me your...
These two are veterans of the business. Regular sales, quality stock, but their price is a little steep. I think you could talk them down, though. I'd say to around 80% of what they've quoted you. This one sprung up out of nowhere recently in retail. Their approach is high volume, small. This one grabbed a
Tôi
lot.
đã hiểu rồi cả.
Wait, I know this name. Yes. I believe we're on the same page here.
To be completely upfront, this is really quite important to me, so your help in this regard would be greatly appreciated.
Don't mention it. It's no skin off my back. There is something I hope you could do for me in return, though. Recently, several of our deliveries of iron ore have been getting stolen. It's the worst on the road.
No
Ồ.
problem. We'll be back before. I.
Về như là bị con thì gặp được con ma nhé, nhưng mà đánh nhau thì sẽ có con ma, tức là người của con ma mà con ma chứ con ma.
I guess the housework can wait. Check this out. Hey, what was that for?
Man, this hurts. Thank you both for your help.
Hi there. Yasutake.
So do I...
Nope, this is between us. He's the one you should be. All right, let's.
Let's go. Yeah.
Fire it up. Careful. There could be more monsters to come.
Cái này đọc có năng mà.
Check this out.
Được rồi. Được nó trả. Được.
Okay, almost there now. One final push.
Tương lai qua béo chịu được.
Don't get too close.
Chí tử cùng chiếu.
All right.
Many thanks. There were so many monsters I didn't even see.
The route should be safe from here on out.
Sure thing. Again.
Tôi lựa chọn dài. Càng dài càng tốt. Mình đâu biết còn làm được không.
Worry no more.
Good to know. You always seem to be cleaning. Speaking of, I'm going to need your help again in a few days' time. There's a meeting coming up, and several trade associations will be fighting tooth and nail over the chance to make a profit. You'll have to...
Ah, that rings a bell. Not a problem. I'll be there.
Oh, one other thing. I heard Sakai...
Huh, is that so? It sounds like I should go talk to him then. Thanks again for all your help.
Think nothing of it. Goodbye for now. I'll see you...
Okay, this problem is halfway solved. That was the quartermaster of the Tenryo Commission. Making weapons involves purchasing raw materials, so the iron ore trade is actually what I was discussing with him just now. On the surface, not a whole lot, I'll admit, but before that, time to go visit a...
Yeah. Sakai là cái ông mà bảo cái Việt Nam cái chân của dài đi nhanh hơn. Chút chỉnh này
Toma, you too? Yasutake sent someone over already, but I'm telling you, Toma, I just don't know if it's feasible.
Really? Why? Is there...
You betcha. The guy owes me Mora, for sure, but there's a long repayment period on that loan. If I go hounding him for Mora now, that makes me the bad guy.
But as I recall, the only reason he was entitled to such a long period was because at the outset, he had a business relationship with the Yashiro Committee. So, if we sever ties with him, surely he'd have to pay you back right away.
In principle, that's how it works, but I'd still be the one who has to take all the flack. I'm just a small timer, you know? People like me need stability and security.
Come on now, let's work something out. Weren't you after some Noctiluctus Jade last time we spoke? We can put our heads together and get a hold of...
Well, Noctilucus Jade would be good for starters.
For starters? I'd say that's plenty for now. You don't want to go biting off more than you can chew, right?
You... Okay, fine. If you bring me some Noctilucus Jade, I'll get my hands dirty for you.
Great. All right, let's...
Okay.
Okay.
Plenty. Leave the rest to me. I promise you'll be... You know, Toma, you haven't changed one bit. Same mindset, same style of work. I sure hope the two of us never get into a conflict. Fingers crossed our cooperation will stay happy and healthy for a long time to come.
Don't you worry. Unless you've got plans to cause trouble for the Yashiro Commission, the future looks bright for all our future deals.
That's good to hear. Okay, I'll be seeing you folks.
Don't worry. People whose attention is always focused on other people's weaknesses tend to expose their own weaknesses. Let's head back to the Yashiro.
Commission này.
We could try asking him nicely. Maybe he'd have a change of heart.
I highly doubt that would work.
But the samurai spirit...
We serve the head of the clan. If the clan is in trouble, we must bear whatever...
Is anyone there?
Huh?
He must be here to make fun of us.
There's nothing we can do about it. Brace yourself. I apologize.
I apologize.
Huh?
I apologize. Forgive me. I'll sell to you at the original price. No, what am I saying? Make that half price.
What's going on here?
Toma?
Toma, I was completely in the wrong. However much you need, I'll sell it to you. I've got a warehouse full of stock, too. If you need more, please, you'll have everything you could need.
And without any duds this time, I assume?
None whatsoever. I'll stake my whole reputation on it. No fakes, no defects. I give you my word. Please, this is my whole livelihood. Don't cut me off.
Since you've promised not to sneak in any fakes this time around, go ahead with the shipment. Once we've inspected the goods, and if all's in order, I'm sure whatever problems you're presently facing will quickly disappear.
Okay, I'll deliver the goods right away. Right away, I promise.
You see what I mean? Getting things settled as soon as possible is in everyone's best. All right, with that taken care of, let's get out of here.
Why was he apologizing?
What's going on here? That's strange. Where'd he go? He was right.
Okay, the floors are done. Next, I need to dust down the railings. I only took one day off, but look how much dust has gathered. This is what I mean when I say cleaning is a daily chore. You remember what he said, don't you? His goods could go unsold and it wouldn't bother him. So, the solution in this case was to cut off his main line of business and make him really feel the heat. The Yashiro Commission doesn't have the authority to meddle in the business world, but as when he realized he couldn't shift his then I just had to make sure he caught wind of what the cause of his problems was, so he'd seek us out to make it's no big deal. I know you'd like I'm just the housekeeper of the Kamisato clan. Reputation isn't all that important. You feel indignant for my sake when you hear people spreading gossip about me, don't you? That says that in your mind, I'm not the kind of person they say I am. For me, that's enough. All I need is for the people I'm close with to know the real me. Thanks for your help in averting a potential... Plus, I didn't get very far with...
Okay. Okay. Nó là một nhánh cái bịt mẹ quái đầu.
Haven't seen Toma. We have people like also.
Oh, well, no wonder.
Sorry. Wait.
We're busy.
Well, sorry I'm a little late. Something... Yep, no big deal, though. If a little pride... Wouldn't you agree? Today, it's... you're still my gift. I keep thinking, but this... So... Sounds like a plan. In which there's nowhere... I'll head over...
Anh biết được rồi, ném đi. Bây giờ đi ra ngoài. Ok. Quên mất cái này do đi một chuyện khác. Yeah, I'm not in that situation. So ít nhất là phải xong được của thằng Toma. Ít nhất đấy, ít nhất là phải xong được Toma. Nếu như mà nó bóng liên điện thì cũng chắc là tôi bóng xong.
Oh, welcome. It must have been a while since it's about time to eat. I couldn't resist whipping up so please, help yourself. Hope you... And I can't claim to compete with the likes of Uyu Restaurant Chef, but I think I did all right. What's wrong? You look shocked. Whoa, there's been a misunderstanding. I admit, I may have added a few weird things to that hot pot, but it was just a game. For normal meals, I cook normal dishes. I am a housekeeper after all. Wouldn't have gotten very far without a few culinary skills.
Mình biết là mình bỏ gì trong đấy thành thuốc ngủ trong bú ở phát vào đầu mắt.
Anyway, please dig in. Well, seems like my cooking has your seal of approval.
Yeah.
Welcome. When you're out adventuring on, take your cape, for example. I definitely see one or two loose threads there. If you ignore them, sooner or later the whole seam is going to come undone. And then you'll have, let me sew it up for you later. I'm pretty handy with the needle and thread. Speaking of housekeeping, I can say with confidence that you won't find anyone as handy around the home as I am. Cleaning, cooking, and mending are among my greatest strengths. You can always feel free to hand me job. What is it? Wait, you're suggesting I teach housekeeping to the Yashiro Commission staff? I'm not sure it would work. I just don't think it's realistic to change people's perception of me just by showcasing my housekeeping skills. I'm surprised. With that being said, finding an opportunity to share some life maintenance is important. You have to look after yourself if you're going to bring your best self to your work. You know what? Let's give it a try. But first, how do you think I should promote it? You think so? In that case, I need to if I'm going to end up with a lot of students, I should make sure I have all the supplies I need for the tables and chairs I can sort out easily enough. But I'll need to stock up on materials and ingredients for... Are you sure? That'd be greatly appreciated. Once we have... I really hope...
Đừng lo đâu, tất cả đúng không? Đấy, tất cả những cái này muốn cái gì?
Great. That as it happens, so let's pay her a visit.
Phải có hết. Tôi có hết tất cả mọi thứ. Thật. Tại sao lại không được đi? Trông thì lạ nhưng mà đó, sự em nói làm giá này.
Welcome to Ogre Textiles. Looking to buy some fabric?
It sounds interesting. I'll take a look. But the main reason I'm here today, though, is to pick your brain about something.
Oh? And what might that be?
Well, we're thinking of starting a housekeeping class. Problem is, I'm not sure where to go looking for students. So I was wondering if you might help me spread. Among other things, I'll be teaching some handy sewing techniques. So, providing everything goes smoothly, I'll be needing to buy quite a lot of... Do you think you'd be able to lend a hand?
Of course, it'd be my pleasure. And as it happens, several of my regular customers do have an interest. After I've closed up for the day, I'll go and talk to them for you. I'm almost certain that they'll want to sign up. The only thing is, I'm not sure there's enough of them for a whole class. I know. Yuko is supposed to be very well connected in the community. Why don't you go and ask her?
Yuko? I'm sure I've heard... So, she has an interest in housekeeping?
If I remember correctly, she mentioned in conversation once that with your housekeeping expertise, I'm sure you'd be able to get her interested.
Great. Thanks for all your help. All right. Let's go try our...
Cô nếu như mà là cái con đèn béo này, cái con đấy là con không nhớ tên và
Honestly, my husband doesn't lift a finger around the house.
Miko, Miko thì tất nhiên là nó sẽ không đúng rồi. Tại vì sao? Chỉ hứng thú với tiền thế rồi.
The moment he's home on his day off, it's shoes off and straight to bed so he...
I have one of those at home as well. I know his work is tiring, but recently I've been really struggling.
They act like it's our job, just because we do it. But nobody trained us either.
Hello, ladies.
Oh, that would be me. Sorry, I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
I'm Toma, the housekeeper for the Yashiro Commission. We're looking to start a housekeeping class at the Commission headquarters. I was just wondering whether that might be something that interests.
Housekeeping?
That's right, yes. We'll be teaching a whole bunch of handy housework tips and tricks. Sweeping, mopping, laundry, cookery, that sort of thing. All based on my years of experience as a housekeeper. The class is free, of course. The only cost to you is the materials used during the class.
What do you think?
I think this is suspiciously coincidental.
Well, I'll be straight with you ladies. I believe the classes are free for a limited time only, right, Traveler? So far, attendance has been a little on the slow side, so we decided to start offering free trial classes. In other words, we won't charge you for the first few classes you attend. After the trial period comes to an end, and if you're still satisfied with the results, you can book more classes for yourself and complete the rest of the course.
I see. It certainly sounds reasonable.
Mình sẽ học này, nghĩa là cái gì free ấy thì mình sẽ rẻ hơn là mình sẽ làm sự giảm.
But I have a question.
Còn
Is this class restricted to women only?
Oh, not at all. It's open to people of all genders and ages. The way I see it, housework comprises an essential set of skills that no one could afford to be without. You've got to know how to look after yourself. Life should come before work, don't you think?
Yes.
Well said. In that case, I'll bring my husband along. Sounds like he could learn a...
Me too. Oh, and while you're at it, I'm sure older folks like him would have time to...
Thank you, Toma.
All right.
Let's go, Bobby. Let's go. Nói với ông được.
Housekeeping class. I was handy around the home back in the day. Sadly, the older I get, the fewer things I'm able to... You're very young. Are you quite sure you're up to the task of teaching housekeeping? It's not as easy as you might think.
I will do my very best. As housekeeper for the Kamisato clan, I've been honing my craft for a long time.
Very good, young man. Well then, I shall have to come and see for myself. If you are as good as you claim to be, I will encourage everyone I know to attend your classes. And if I find your skills to be lacking, I will be quite happy to teach a few things.
What can I say? We'll be on... Well then, that will probably just about do it.
Đéo thấy nó in đỏ cả. Tôi thấy tôi đi ra ngoài hơi nhiều luôn. In cái đéo mình đi. Phải chẳng ăn rồi. Đi. Tại sao?
To be honest, with this being my first time holding a class, I just hope it goes well. So, what do you think the turnout will be like? Truth be told, I'm a little nervous myself, but I'm sure it will turn out okay. We put in the legwork after all. Guess we'll have to wait and see what tomorrow brings. See you tomorrow.
Wow. Không thể nào nó cũng được ngăn cản được cái điều đấy chứ. Thực chất thì tôi vẫn đang cố gắng làm cái mission của Genshin. Nói chung là phê cực kỳ.
Welcome, one and all. This is my first time teaching a housekeeping class, just as I'm sure it's your first time attending one. I'd like to start from the theory, if I may, and talk a little bit about why mastering the discipline of housekeeping is...
Quick, come in. Toma started the class already. Well, of course. No one's ever helped. I saved you a place. Please take a seat.
No.
The way I see it, housekeeping is a unique skill set that empowers you to set your life in order. Nowhere are these skills more pertinent than in the context of a marital relationship. In a marriage, the lives of two people become closely intertwined. If you can't look after yourself properly, that burden ends up being shouldered by your partner. This, in turn, will start to take a toll upon the relationship with, Huh? What are you doing here?
What the? Huh?
I brought him. Didn't you say men can study housekeeping too?
Wipe that look off your face. Aren't you going to greet the teacher?
No, it's... I...
Darling.
Hello, teacher.
For the love Hello, teacher.
Well, hello and welcome. Now that you're here, I expect you to pay attention and work hard. Well, let's keep going. Housekeeping is not difficult per se. The difficult part is consistency, keeping on top of it over a long stretch of time.
Yes.
To keep up with housework on an ongoing basis, you either have to love everything about it, or you need a few tricks up your sleeve to make things easier. So, for today's topic, we're going to focus on how to make light work of housework. Excuse me, you over there, focus, please. I like to see active engagement in my lessons. That is, unless some of you are looking to stay behind after class to catch up.
Khá là nhìn trông cười quá tê quá. Xin lỗi nhưng nhiều lúc cho thì tôi phải làm cái gì chúng ta có thể làm outdoor cho nó thường. Đó có lẽ là hết rồi. Rồi tôi sẽ qua một cái thằng nữa, nghĩa là nuôi heo tôi sẽ để, tôi sẽ không có làm nuôi heo cho mình vì cơ bản thì mua heo là rất là sợ. Xong khi mà về sau thì tôi bắt đầu tiến trình của
Since it's about, so please help yourself. And I can't claim to. What's wrong? Whoa, I admit, for normal anyway. Well, you're welcome. Take your cape. If you ignore, let me sew it up. Speaking of how cleaning, cooking, and mending are among my great. What is it? Wait. I just don't think with that being life maintenance. You know what? All right then. Tables and chairs. Let's start by asking.
What the? And then know why is maybe think kiểu có thể là nó sẽ bị được thì sao? Nó sẽ không follow, không mà là vì tình yêu nữa. Tôi biết là khóa học ép buộc là
Housekeeping, you say? You know, since it's Toma teaching, unfortunately, I have quite a lot going on over the next couple of days. But could I swing by once my schedule's freed up?
Oh, no problem at all.
Thanks, Toma. Also, this isn't really my place, but if you're starting a housekeeping class, haven't you thought about asking for as the Kamisato clan's butler? I'm sure she'd know a lot about housekeeping.
Sure. Let's go. Let's hope this goes smoothly.
That's how I'm nói bạn hello bạn.
Toma, and a guest. Has something.
Oh, not at all. We were just thinking.
A housekeeping class? How wonderful. Do you know, I've always wanted to have Koharu learn from you. Oh, fine. I'm guessing you intend to open the class up to the whole Yashiro Commission? Not just housekeeping staff and so. In which case, why don't you do a big spring clean of the commission itself? It would be a great way to showcase your methods. Seeing is believing, after all. You could spend a long time trying to convince.
I like Faruta's suggestion, and it's not like we have a better idea anyway. In which case, heck, why not? Let's showcase the appeal of housekeeping for all in the Yash. Let's get started.
Tao mà mọi người tốt à?
And the flowers will really flourish now that the weeds are gone. While we're here, though, we should water the trees.
What's this all about?
Best animation. Có thể dùng đũa để có bắn như vậy. Nào không?
The whole Yashiro commission looks as good as new. We had a lot of spectators, huh? Either way, thanks. I usually handle all of this stuff on my own. Well, here's hope. Make sure you get some good rest tonight.
Lại cứ see you tomorrow. Cứ phải see you tomorrow.
Welcome. With things like this, you can't expect to change people's views overnight. It takes time. Well then, it looks like I'm all yours for this class. I mentioned earlier about sewing up your clothes for you, didn't I? I also want to take this opportunity to teach you how to knit a sweater. That way, you'll... The fact that you're so ready to look out for me has already made me very happy. But really, it doesn't bother me at all. Once in a while, someone takes issue with my background, interests, or the nature of my work. And that's okay. You can't expect everyone in life to see things the way you do. People are always going to talk. It's in their nature, and you can't do much to stop them. I don't mind what they say about me, but that's enough about all. Let's start with the classic stockinette stitch. First, put your thumb on the yarn here, index finger here, and pull it tight. You learn pretty quick, but you need to pay close attention to this. Exactly, just like that. Now, set yourself. Scarves are always just imagining it.
If there's anything you wish for, I'll gladly be of service.
Nó thật. Vì nó siêu đéo. Nó siêu layout đó.
I keep thinking, but so you want to go? If you like, I go there feeling that. Narukami, which one are you feeling? It's up to you.
Đồng muốn xem chó rồi.
There's a sakura tree in Hanamizaka where
Muốn xem chó.
I need to grab a few things though. Can't go there.
Lại đến đây đi. Không một nơi nào sắp phải đi ha. Tụi bay.
This is a pretty good spot. There are tons of stray cats and dogs here at the outskirts. Every time I come, it just sort of became a tradition over time. At first, you think so? Well, feed them enough times. Not only that, you'll also start to feel that they're your responsibility. Whenever you have any free time, you'll find yourself desperate to come. Why don't you try feeding them? I brought some of their favorite food just so you could get into. Don't worry, I've trained. They'll still run away if they find someone threatening, but you're an approachable person.
Oh no.
Well, that didn't take long. Look at that. Best buds already.
Tôi tưởng cái miếng cá đây nó bé tí đi vào cái điểm to đùng.
Some of the dogs are even showing their bellies. That's a sign that they really trust you. Well, you'll rarely see Tarumaru roll onto his back, though. He's a ninja dog, so he's always on. Speaking of ninja dogs, I actually saw one the other day on the beach north of Konda Village. Well, that's the thing. They rarely go off on their own. Usually, they stick with their human ninja. After retiring, most ninja dogs are taken in by their partner, or sometimes someone else in the Yashiro Commission. It's extremely rare to find them on their own in the wild, so it makes me a little concerned. Believe me, I wanted to bring it back to the Yashiro Commission, but I tried establishing some trust by petting it on the head, but it gave me a nasty bite. Still, I don't want to give up on it. Nobody really goes out that way, and I don't know what it would have to... That would be great. Even though it's not the most approach, it seems to sit in the same spot on the beach. Ultimately, or...
Đừng nói nữa là đồ ít mẹ sao thế. À đúng rồi, ai đi rồi, đúng rồi, tôi đã để đi, đúng như vừa có đi cùng không? Bởi vì sao? Cái đường dưới mà tôi đi, mình sẽ lao đây. Buồn trâu ấy. Chứ mà có Inazuma thật dễ các bạn không đi được. Không em bao giờ đi được.
Oh, see it? It's that one, just up ahead. Judging by the breed and apparel, it definitely is a ninja dog. It's looking a little more docile today. Oh, you should stay a few paces behind me. Here, doggy. Good dog. Oh, you're a vicious little thing, aren't you? You almost bit me again. Look at you, wasting away. You must want to eat a little something. You don't have to come back with us, but come on. You're not worried it's poisoned, are you? Here, I'll take the first bite. See? Delicious and poison-free. Come on, just have a bite. A little tiny bite. And then I'll leave you alone. How's that? Looks like it has zero intention of eating the food. Maybe it's something in the sea, or something nearby. You think he was attacked by monsters? People do tend to lose their app. Thanks for helping out.
Mày chịu được. Chưa rồi cái này. Đi bỏ thằng tôi. Rồi. Okay.
Check this out. Fire it up. Check this out.
Lên chẳng đi.
Don't get too close.
Lọt theo.
Oh, here, doggy. Look, you've gotta want to eat a little something now. Come on, eat up. Whatever's on your mind, you can tell me and Tarumaru. Rejected. And there I was thinking that well, time to head back to the Yashiro Commission headquarters. That's right, the Shumatsuban. However, I was talking to Commissioner Ayato. That doesn't mean I can mobilize the Shumatsuban to do my bidding, of course. Oh, all right, there's a good dog. Calm down. We're not gonna... It's much safer here now, see? We're gonna leave now.
Thì chắc chắn là có thằng cái búa cái chùy gái này. Cũng ở đây là gieo, tất nhiên là thằng đấy rồi.
This ninja dog, could I trouble you to describe it again?
A red Shiba with a scar in its eye, dressed in black stuff.
Oh, I think I know. You must be talking about Inu Shosho. That's right. I'm really surprised.
Perfect! Now that we figured out his idea, I should add, it's never good to have dogs run away like this. The poor thing's out there all on his own with no real food or shelter day and night. So, shall we go find the owner and...
I'm sorry, that won't be possible.
Why?
I'm afraid I can't disclose the owners. What I can tell you is they went out to sea on a dangerous mission and he won't... I had no idea that he hadn't taken Inu Shosho along with him. Seems he decided to face this one alone. I can only assume that Inu Shosho is waiting for...
Did Inu Shosho...
Right,
any
yeah.
personal items?
Most of his possessions disappeared along with the man himself. The only thing I can think of is the kunai he used to train with. Come with me. I'll see if I... Ah, yes, the reason this kunai stands out in my memory is because when he first joined the Shumatsuban, he trained it harder than anyone else, to the point where the tip became blunt from a... Take it. The Shumatsuban will make sure to...
Thank you kindly. Let's just hope Inu Shosho remembers the sense of this kunai. Let's go pay Inu Shosho another...
Xong rồi cô ma đi chứ sao rồi, hoặc là làm thêm một cái, nếu như mà cái thằng kia nó chưa đến 30.
Hey, Inu Shosho. I know. You're waiting for your master to come home. Don't worry, we're not looking to suddenly whisk you away. As I thought, you remember. Excellent. It looks like what he needed wasn't for us. Everyone has people and events from their past that they... The Shumatsuban is not a peaceful organization. Many of the Shumatsuban's ninjas have paid the ultimate price in the course of carrying out top-secret missions. The Shumatsuban, but at least now, Inu Shosho, you're not the only one. From today onward, we will... I think that Hey, maybe we could build a little kennel for him. In the long term, being out in the cold... I could make some winter clothes for him, too.
Thay vì là đi để tìm nó thì nó lại thì cái khác là tôi chạy full luôn này thì nó...
Well, that didn't take long. Some of the dogs, well, speaking of ninja dogs, well, after retiring, it's extremely rare to find them. I tried establishing still. It wasn't let's wait but back to our other problem is, most of them don't actually like being touched, so I can't take their measurements very easily. That's not a bad idea. We could take photos of them from different angles, then work out their See? You're the real fixer here. Well, I think we've got enough. I can't get over how cute they are. They're just adorable, aren't they? I'll have to think carefully about the color. Should be complementary. Well, you know what? Let's buy some yarn from the next store. You know, the first time I came here, there was just one stray dog on its... I still remember the first time I fed it. It The Kamisato clan had just introduced a series of new policies, but a few of the more stubborn clan elders were extremely resistant to the change. I was holding my umbrella on my way to visit one such gentleman of senior status. The plan was to talk him into supporting the clans. Sadly, he wasn't interested in having a conversation. He didn't even let me in. As soon as he saw me coming, he got his samurai to send me away. I mean, I fixed it in the end, of course. It's just that the first few visits didn't go so smoothly. So, anyway, after they turned me away, the weather went from bad to worse. The wind was so strong it rendered my umbrella completely useless. Before long, I was drenched from head to toe. I must have looked like a real mess. I decided to take shelter under a tree and found a stray dog sitting there who had the same idea as me. It saw me and moved a little further in, like it was trying to make room for me. So we sat there together. I shared my onigiri with it, stone cold by this point, but still edible, and we ended up huddling together, waiting for the rain to stop. As far as the big shots are concerned, I'm just an expendable servant boy. But when I'm with these little guys and gals, everything's so much simpler. Even when I show up empty-handed, they still come to me. When it comes down to it, I think, sorry, ended up giving you the unabridged version. Great, I'll see you.
Nhiệt lệch đổ bộ. Ai shit. Một giờ 32 rồi, không có thời gian đâu. Thế là
I had some things I needed to do, so I wonder if they'll actually see. This one's for Petal. Oh, and this. With any luck, that should see them through. Then come the spring, and they'll be free to roam the wilds once. You know, if you take one day at a time and be kind to the world, that might sound a bit naive, but at least it seems to have worked.
nè quá. Lại nhân vật chính trước thì nhìn thấy nhân vật chính cái tên như thế này. Trời ơi nhá. Như mẹ ảo đấy. Nó có 6 memory mà. Nó có tận 6. Chàng lại béo người tới. Coi HK15 bị nhiều dạ.
I keep thinking, since I'm the host, but despite so. I go there feeling that. Narukami, which one are you? I know Rito. Today's a rare.
Tao này. Xong rồi tôi uống một ly nước xong rồi tôi sẽ xem phim. Mai làm việc chí chết rồi.
I haven't been to Rito in a long time, but it feels like the place hasn't changed at all. Then again, a long time for humans is a blink of an eye for. Makes me wonder, what is Mondstadt like these days? Yeah, I actually. Later, my father moved back to Inazuma, and then we never heard from him. I wanted to take him some dandelion wine, so I took the boat here from Mondstadt. Unfortunately, we hit a huge storm on the way, which sank the boat. I fell unconscious, but was somehow lucky enough to float the rest of the way to Inazuma, on debris from the wreckage. Oh, I'll spare you the rest for now. This is a branch of the Chuyu Trading Company based. I'm guessing you would have seen shops that look like this over there.
Ah, hello there. Since you're here, you should pick up like this Noctilucus jade necklace. Or this. Do either of them pique your interest?
I think both suit you very nice. To heck with it. But you've got to be fair.
Oh, really? Well, say no more, Toma. I wouldn't dream of overcharging. How does this figure?
That looks very reasonable. Deal. Now then, let me. Back in its heyday, Rito always used to remind me of Mondstadt. freedom of trade, freedom of culture, and freedom of lifestyle. This is the sailing breed. As it turned out, one of the first things that greeted me here when I arrived wasn't my father, but wine from my home. It must be said, though, the wines here aren't quite up to the Dawn Winer back when my father was still in Mondstadt. Of course, I was still a kid back then, so I never did get to join him for a drink. And now that I'm actually old enough, the opportunity is gone. I hope so. You've been to Mondstadt, right? I assume you've been to the Angel Share? I hear the owner's quite a formidable businessman. Given the chance, I'd love to meet him. When that day comes, we should also grab a drink. Wait, what am I saying? Maybe when you're older.
Tao già hơn mày là
I heard the Shogun recently abolished the Sakoku decree, and trade and commerce is already starting to recover. I'm sure it won't be long before Rita retrieves the prosperity of its past.
lẽ tụi con đây
This is
làm
also thanks to your hard work. Thanks to you,
để vô
our
chờ
nation
tôi.
can finally.
Hi, Toma. Out shopping with your friend? Can I get you anything today?
No.
Why not? I'll take that toy fox. The Sakoku decree might have been abolished, but the International Trade Association is still going strong. After all, there are still plenty of situations where their help. Here we are. Bet this takes you back, huh? I'm sure he's getting by. He wrote me not long ago, actually, asking me to deal with the situation. Now that the Sakoku decree is ended, there's some disagreements within the international Must be tough for the guy. I hope everything.
Excuse me, it is you! What a coincidence! I was just about to send someone to deliver a gift to you.
I don't believe we've met. And if there's a gift involved here, I'm not sure I've earned it. Is there...
No, you don't know me, but I've heard of you before. I ran into some trouble a while back. Asked Kurisu for some help, and he said you were if you're on the receiving end of someone's kindness, you can't let it go unacknowledged. So, I tried to pick out something that I thought you might like.
Something you thought...
That's right! So here it is. Some confectionery from Yumeno Tenenan, a fine purveyor of Inazuman delicacies. Each one costs a small fortune. I thought this would be the only fitting way to repay someone of your stature. Not to mention that the value of your assistance far outweighs the value of my... Do you like it?
Oh. I don't know how you did it, but you managed to cater to my taste perfectly. I humbly accept your gift. Keep up the good work in your line of business, and if you have any further problems, feel free to come find me.
I will! Thanks. I'll leave you in peace now.
You too. Pretty high energy guy, huh? You want to try? This store is indeed renowned in Inazuma. In fact, demand is so high that it's very difficult to come by their products. They're all handmade by top chefs, and the flavor is as authentic as it gets. The store is at least a few decades old, and the chefs who make these have been at it their whole lives. Not sure, but if you're happy to be my taste tester on a regular enough basis, maybe one day I'll be able to reach their level. Okay, that about wraps up our nostalgia trip to the International Trade Association. I think let's keep heading this way. We don't get to hang out all that often. It'd be a shame to head back so Change of seasons, retail gives me a different feeling each time I come. Maybe it's not entirely to do with the seasons. Anyway, the main point is, I'm happy to be here. I come to this place every time I visit Rito. The view here isn't as spectacular as on Narukami Island, but if you're looking for a relaxing spot, you can't beat this one. And I'm sure it'll be bustling with life again soon enough now that the Sakoku decree's been abolished.
Nó thật đây, cái khu Inazuma, vị trí này là vị trí tôi đéo bao giờ các bạn. Đúng luôn á, tôi cũng muốn ở lại một tí nào. Tôi thấy quen quá.
Once I'm on top of things, I think I'll have to ask my lady for a long vacation, so I can take a trip back home. I don't see that happening anytime soon, though. I have a long list of things to get through. Alright, time to call it a day. Not ready to leave yet? Come to think of it, I do have a couple more places I could take you. Oh, the whole reason I took you out was to thank you for all the help you. As long as you enjoyed yourself, that's all I could ask for. Really? Oh, my. It's. This really. Oh, I wasn't expecting this. I'm a little lost for words. This gift is. Oh, I know, but I don't mean its material value. I'm talking about its value to me specifically. Let me put it this way. The confectionery I received from that merchant earlier, thoughtful gift, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, I know it's mostly transactional. I helped him out, so it's standard procedure for him. If you lend more to someone, you can guarantee that any gift you receive in return will have been but the gift you just gave me can't be weighed in the same terms. Oh, okay. Well, it's an omamori I always carry with me. But it can bring the bearer good luck. Seriously, I'm not making that up. My father told me. He gave it to my mom, and she gave it to me just before I came to Ina. Who knows? Maybe this omamori was the only reason I survived the storm and made it to Ina's. Whatever the truth of it is, I'd like you to have it.
Rồi con cặc cái nó bông hoa. Nhưng mà chỉ có tên. Chỉ biết điều đấy. Ok, chúng ta end hết 5 nhân vật đầu tiên. Có thể trong một số những thời gian thấy được sẽ đớp hết mấy nhân vật này dùng nhanh rồi, mà các bạn biết là tôi bắt đớp ấy, tôi không có chuyện mà tôi đọc từng chữ có tôi sẽ bị nước trên một nước tôi đi một rồi thì các buổi stream của chúng ta sẽ kết thúc ở đây. Xin chào và hẹn gặp lại mọi người trong buổi stream sau. Bye.